What's up, guys? Zack Cox here, in for Doug Kyed to bring you your NESN.com Patriots video mailbag this week. Let's dive right in. First question comes from Kraz. He wants to know, who do you think has the bigger impact this year, Julian Edelman or Jacobi Meyers? I'm going to say Meyers. Even though the Patriots did go out and add two wide receivers in free agency, I was really impressed with the way Meyers performed last year. I think he deserves to continue to have a role in this Patriots offense this season, even with the mass improvements the Patriots have made to their skill position groups. Obviously, there are going to be a lot more mouths to feed in this offense this year, with Nelson Agholor and Kendrick Bourne coming into that receiving core, and obviously Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry coming into the tight end position. But I do think you will still see Jacobi Meyers playing a role and seeing targets in that offense, especially if Cam Newton continues to be the Patriots quarterback. I thought they had a really strong connection on the field last year. And as for Julian Edelman, you can make the argument that he is the Patriots' best receiver still if he's healthy, but we just don't know if that's going to be the case. I mean, the last report we heard on Julian Edelman came from late February, and that report indicated that Edelman isn't even sure whether his knee is going to be healthy enough for him to play this season. I thought it was notable that he was not among the Patriots players who made the trip to California to work out with Jarrett Stidham last week, and it's at this point it's really seems to be up in the air and uncertain whether he'll even be healthy enough to be on the field this season. So that's definitely something that we're going to be continuing to monitor over these next couple of weeks and months. Let's go to the next question from Zach. Zach wants to know, do the Patriots add a rookie offensive tackle to their group with the future in mind? I think that would be a smart idea. I think offensive tackle is definitely a position that the Patriots could add to sort of solidify themselves for the future. Because if you look at how their tackle depth chart stacks up right now, their two projected starting tackles could be entering contract years. Trent Brown here on a one-year contract. Isaiah Wynn could be entering the final year of his rookie deal if the Patriots don't pick up his fifth-year option. So I definitely think that this is a situation where you could see the Patriots maybe even use a first-round draft pick on a tackle this year. I think Virginia Tech's Christian Darrisaw is a name for people to know heading into this draft. The Patriots had offensive line coach Kyron Brasillo out at his pro day last week. And if there's the run on quarterbacks and pass catchers early in this draft that some people are projecting, you could even see someone like Rashawn Slater or Penei Sewell fall down closer to the Patriots' range. So that's definitely a position that I could see the Patriots using a premier pick on in this year's draft, because solidifying those tackle spots for the future is certainly very important. And we will close out with a question from Jasper. Jasper wants to know, any interesting remaining free agents who could suit the Pats? One name that stands out to me, Duron Harmon, former Patriots safety, spent this past season with the Detroit Lions, currently unsigned. I think Duron Harmon would be a solid addition to this Patriots secondary. He was a very good player for the Patriots for several years. The Patriots traded him away in more of a cap-clearing move, more than anything last offseason. And even though the Patriots are well positioned at strong safety, they don't have a ton of depth at free safety behind Devin McCourty, and McCourty is entering his age 34 season, so he's certainly far closer to the end of his career than the beginning. Patriots have shown a willingness to bring back former Patriots this offseason. They've traded for Trent Brown, they've signed Ted Karras, they've signed Kyle Van Noy, so it wouldn't surprise me if Duron Harmon ends up joining that group, and I think he would be a solid addition to that Patriots secondary, solid re-addition to that Patriots secondary. That will do it for this week's video mailbag. Be sure to read my written mailbag, which will be posted Friday morning on NESN.com.